if I die tomorrow. I hope you hear these words. I ain't here to flip no birds or sip no serve. Hope the future generations can get this urge. Stay woke, youngin', and avenge these nerds.
It's Tuesday and we're a nerd down. Holy shit.
What is up?
What's up, everybody?
Good morning. Good evening.
Good morning for Law. Law is out
Right.
gallivanting in his Euro trip.
Lots of love to you, Law. Be safe out there. Enjoy the food and everything. Enjoy your overseas trip. Definitely want to hear it when you're back in the States. And you're going to take some sips.
There you go.
Si, senor.
But what was awesome before he got to go to the States, we all got to get together this weekend. Holy shit. Look at that. Look at that beautiful crew.
We got to see Lu Cyph perform a fantastic show. Val, what was your favorite part of the show?
It was great.
Damn, Zone.
Why would you put me on blast like that, you asshole? What the fuck is wrong with you? Just everybody knows I was fucking late because I had my other podcast and to get ready, and I didn't know there was a specific time that Lou was going to be on, so I missed his set. Thanks, Tone.
Oh man. I mean, look, it would have been both you and Law, but you know, you had to take the brunt of it.
Whatever.
It would have been George too, but George actually had a really good reason to miss out. Congratulations to George for being engaged. So, you know, really
congratulations. Yay.
Hola, Aurelis.
Aurelis. Hi, mamas.
Yeah, it was great seeing everybody because we all haven't seen each other in person since like way before the pandemic and everything. Like V, has been a minute before.
It's been a minute, yeah. I this was the first time at Tone, so in person anyway. So yeah.
Oh yeah, this was your first time. Yeah, everybody in the crew is tall, with the exception. Yeah, I'm like
of me. Yeah, thanks.
We're both the short ones. Yeah. But we did have a great night. We got to go shoot some pool and everything. That was fun. And my favorite part of Lou's show was Val's reaction to Tone's question just now. Oh,
Hugo, much love. Did I tell you guys Hugo joined my show on Saturday, guys? It was really, really dope.
Hugo said he joined your show and he was engaging.
Oh yeah.
Well, he didn't join, but
no, you know what I mean. Like in the chat.
Yeah. It was. I hope he enjoyed it. You know, but yeah.
Big shout out to Hugo though. He was one of the winners. So the package for Hugo just went out. So just to let you know, Hugo, that package, it was a random stuff. It was random. A lot of it's a random original artworks. One of the artworks that is in there in the picture frame was actually featured at the Red Wall in Resort World Casino. So this was something that was up there. So congratulations again for winning that. So this is stuff that you can actually some original artwork from my collection that I've created over the years, as well as some prints. So again, congratulations on that raffle win. But yeah, Hugo's been phenomenal. He's been a big time supporter and everything for everybody all around the world. So we love you, Hugo. We love you over here at the Nerd.
Much love. Thank you so much. Him and Aurelis. Thank you.
But also, too, I mean, we don't want to keep our guests in the back because, you know, he's chilling in the background. I mean, he's the master of the collage. So he's returning from across
4 a.m. where he's at.
Yeah, 4 damn. I feel like that had some. Listen, Law has no internet where he's at. He said the Wi-Fi sucked. So I'm sorry, Law. I know how it is, how the Wi-Fi sucks on a Euro trip. But we want to give it up for the one, the only returning from across the sea, Rick Burlow.
Hey.
One nerd falls, another one rises.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Well, Law's not here, so and I'm here, so
okay.
That
worked.
Yeah,
he's law number 2.
Thanks for ruining it. Thanks for ruining it, Mac. I had this great intro, and you just walked all over it. Aurelia, no, you didn't. You didn't. No, it's fine. Well, hey guys, been a minute.
I know.
Last time was that was Andor, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the last time we had you on the show. We were talking Andor. We were talking all funds about it, and how it's just a really different Star Wars series. But yeah, it gave you like some stuff about the Republic and everything.
I was about to say something about Mando, but we're gonna get there. I was gonna jump ahead.
We got time. That's right.
I know. I was about to jump ahead because I literally just watched the last episode now.
It's only 2 a.m. here, Tom, so it's not that bad. It's not that bad.
We got time. Yeah, we got all the time.
It'll be 4 a.m. when we're done.
When we finish, yes. That's
God,
what
when
it
do
is.
you sleep?
I actually took a nap right before here because I'm smart.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was really funny because Rick texted me. He's like, "Did I miss the show?" I was like, "No, I was just sending the link early. You're good, bro."
No, I had just woken up, and it was the first message I saw. I didn't even see what time it was, and I was like, "Holy fucking shit! I missed it." No, wait, no, okay, no. Well, screw him then. That can wait.
You know what else we cannot miss?
Oh man.
Announcements, yes.
Man.
Guys, check out all the stuff in the descriptions, the Patreon.
It should be
page.
shorter, man. The show is over.
Yeah, the show's shorter.
Lou had his show. It should be shorter now.
Yeah, no, it's definitely shorter. So check out Catch the Craze. Check out Pong, the amazing Pong, the mighty Pong on Fridays and Mondays. Check out Vmac on TV. All the links are in the descriptions. Check out Concrete Kombat at Patreon. Thank you to all those who are.
You don't gotta rush through.
And
really.
check out Twitch. Everything's in the description now.
So mean.
That's not mean. You. What were you guys talking about?
What?
And is there not
yet? Not yet. No, Hugo. Not yet.
No. What did you guys?
When do y'all start?
I don't remember. Do I look like someone that remembers that shit, Tone?
Okay. So it's one of those like, it's either we're springing forward or rolling back. But I'll deal with it.
I wake up at one point and like, it feels like I slept an hour less today. But
do you guys do you use daylight savings?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't. I fucking hate it. I hate it. I hate it with a passion.
I don't know if it's going to happen, but they were saying they're going to get rid of it. Arizona doesn't deserve daylight savings.
I don't understand why daylight just doesn't fucking save itself.
I don't know how that's possible. Okay.
But anyway, yes, as you can see, it's going to be a wild ride. Rick is here.
I don't daylight. I don't daylight.
So before we jump in, Seabass, is that a fucking Muppet on your shoulder or a crank yanker or something? What is that?
Oh, so that picture. All right, so there's a story behind that picture. So that was at FAO Swartz where they used to do build your own puppet.
A crank yanker. Wow.
Yeah. Crank yankers. Yeah. So you build your own puppet.
It just hit me what you said until I saw the picture. I was like, oh.
So me and my buddy Sam out, he had built this puppet, and we decided like, yo, let's just take a fucked up looking picture. Let's we're gonna have the puppet look like it's whispering sweet nothing into your ears, and I don't know, we just took it. It was just one of the random dumb shit that I did.
I mean, you just look uncomfortable being hit on by the puppet.
I don't want to know what the puppet is actually doing to you.
It was trying to talk to me about my car insurance.
Oh,
an extended warranty.
Extended warranty. Yes.
Yes. And I am dressed as Ares, the god of war from Xena, in that other picture with the studded vest. And then I look like a homeless hobo with my finger up because that was a night of drinking. So do not ask. And my hair was a mess that night. So yep, there's a lot of stories
that
behind
night
this picture.
Only?
I was about to say that night only. So you call your hair, you call your hair pretty now?
Okay, I'll give you guys a story. So there was one time with Mayhem Mike. We were in the Heights, and I don't know. I got
asking for the story, but okay.
Oh no, it wasn't this particular story, but it was like I remember.
So bloody.
No, so we're supposed to be riding a train. This is when I lived in Brooklyn, and we're trying to rush up to go to the train, and I completely missed the step. But Mike picked me up like it was some Call of Duty moment. It's like, we're not missing the train, and somehow lift me up on his shoulders. We made the train with Mike with me on his shoulders, running up the stairs to the train, and it was like, okay. I don't know how he got me through the turnstile though.
He tossed you.
Secrets.
Yeah. Jesus. Secrets.
So, speaking of late nights, Val, I had to take over on the last hour of the drive home.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Were you falling asleep?
I felt them like I was like, let me take over.
Bro, I said something, so I'm like, "Are you good? You okay? You sure?"
No, I was good.
Yeah, that's
I was
you.
Very good.
That's just never been there.
I've never seen that.
It's not in front of your face. No, why would you ever?
I've never seen that divider before.
No, that was some fucked up shit. That I caught it. No, I think so because shut up. You know what? I'm gonna put you back. Rick, you just had to be there. How you been, Rick?
No. I mean, as long as they're making fun of you, I'll happily sit here and listen.
And we got home safe, so it's fine.
Yes, we got home safe. We're okay. We're
good for you, Tone. You're a hero, Tone. You're a hero.
Right. It's a public service announcement. Is why you should always have a license.
Yeah. Or I mean, you can always drive without. It's just not legal.
Just
you can until Jersey Troopers pull you over. Yeah. No, we made it like a good portion away, and I was like, dude, I'm falling asleep. I need you to take the wheel. I can't. So I took a nap while Tone drove the rest of the way. We woke up the gas station. I was like, dude, I was like less than 10 miles left on the gas. It was like we're huffing it. I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah. Jeez.
But we made it. And that car gets a lot for $25.
And we got home at 4 a.m.
Yeah, that's sacrifice.
Now you know how I feel every time I'm here.
Yeah, we ain't doing that shit again.
You're not. No, we're doing it again.
No. We'll come down again, but I'm not staying. We're not staying till 2 to get home at 4.
Yeah, we're gonna have Rick. We're gonna have Rick fly down this time too.
We dropped you guys off at 2.
Yeah.
And then we got home at 4.
Yeah. So that's a bitch.
Yeah. So like we may need to, we meet up earlier.
Yeah.
And we leave at 12. Get home at 2. Anyway,
the great thing,
it's 11 minutes in.
We didn't hit that traffic.
It's 11 minutes in. Everyone's here for a real reason. It's to discuss Mando.
Oh, that's
season
what
3, episode 2, episode 3. No, I'm not doing a spoiler warning.
There you go. Spoiler warning. Spoiler warning.
All right, there's a fucking mythosaur. All right, let's do this.
What? What?
So
and Bo-Katan's really shisty right now. I don't trust her, man. I can't trust her
as
far as I can show her.
She was always shy. She was always shy.
I don't think she's shisty right now. I think she's feeling revelations right now. She's feeling spiritual.
I feel like it's so. I think that she got welcomed in, and she just saw it as like. There's like a couple things, right? She sees the mythosaur, and it's like this divine intervention thing. You see her wield the dark saber, and she knows how she's doing it. She's back in with this group of Mandalorians, and she's like, okay, how can I get back on top and have people follow me again? Because that's what she wants. She just wants people to follow her because of her right, her right as leader by blood.
I also think she wants to regain what she lost because she kind of fucked herself over.
Yeah,
and lost it all after all in the animated series.
I think this also it could be a redeeming point for her if she takes it if she accepts the spiritual aspect of it. I don't think she believed that the mythosaur existed or anything like. She didn't believe any of that. So seeing it placed a different type of reality of where their culture comes from, right? And I think it may be more a redeeming point at this point. Hopefully she keeps it on that level, but I can totally see her what you're saying, Tone. Shit, you're gonna try to assume power, but I think it could be good.
Nobody thought the mythosaur was still alive because last time one was seen is like decades ago. Nobody alive in the current galaxy or world has seen a living, breathing mythosaur. So,
for what it's worth, Hugo, you just gotta watch like the one episode with Mando, and you got everything you need.
Yeah.
You don't need to watch the entire Boba Fett. It's just I think it's 2 episodes with Mando.
Yeah,
it's 2 episodes.
It's 2 episodes. There's one like full-on episode where it's just Mando, and so he meets up with what's her name.
Yeah.
And then the second episode when he's there on Tatooine. Yeah. But you just it's essentially like this season 2.5.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunately the best episodes of the Boba Fett show, which sucks.
Yeah.
I was gonna add to it the Bo-Katan stuff because it's gonna be really interesting in seeing her story as a character because when we last saw her, she had this group that she led of Mandalorians who didn't follow like the faith and all that. They were just mask off and everything. We see her in this episode, in the first episode, that she's just sitting on the throne. They all left her. They just left her. She comes to Mando's aid and she sees the mythosaur. So it's kind of like she also gets her baptism as well. So I feel like during that whole thing, it's like it's hitting her like, she thought this creature was fake, but then she sees it. So these could be signs to her in how like, it might be a rite of passage in a way where this is how she rises possibly to become that leader again for the Mandalorian culture. Because it's even being
you guys have seen Clone Wars, right? You've seen
I haven't. I know
Get out.
I know what
Get out.
Right.
I know enough of like her path to where she got and how she, she hasn't really won the Darksaber. Darth Maul had the Darksaber, then Sabine had it. Sabine gave it to her, and then like then she lost it to Moff Gideon. Moff Gideon lost it to Din Djarin. Like, I know all of those beats, and it's funny because like even you watch online, people like to compare like who really has the Darksaber, because a lot of people just gave it away up until Din Djarin
wins it. Yeah, he's deserving of it technically, but Din Djarin doesn't know how to wield it, nor I don't think he has that desire to lead in any way.
He got
Jon Snowing.
He
Jon Snowing.
He's more focused on was more focused on becoming a part of his Mandalorian crew again. Which I will.
His
which
faith. It's
his faith. Which I will say, Sebastian. It's not all Mandalorians that follows that no masks. It's only a very small little group that Mandalorian is in. Yeah. Which is why they've been looked at like Bo-Katan looked at them at first. But an important thing I saw is how she reacted when she was welcomed into their group. She wasn't even. She didn't seem against it. She seemed surprised that this it's the first time in many years she actually feels
she's been welcomed.
She's been welcomed to something that she hasn't been.
But that's what I wanted to point at is that the way how they were very welcoming of her, where it's like the others left her because she didn't have the Darksaber, where this group didn't care who she was, like they know how she comes from, but they were very welcoming because like, okay, you bathed, you did what you were supposed to do, and they were just very welcoming, which I feel like again, it to me it's just something that's spinning in her head. I don't think she's being like, I don't think she's gonna be that conniving character. I think it's just that she's gonna have.
I think she's gonna be the main bad guy.
I think it could be a little bit of both. I think she sees this as an opportunity, but at the same time is gonna struggle with what it all means.
Yeah.
She still got her plans for sure.
But also
a little splash of water in the face doesn't change that.
But also
it's not the water. I think it's seeing the creature.
And that's why she kept asking that's why she kept asking Din if he saw it. Because then she's like, all right, well maybe.
And the way she said it, like
maybe this is the way.
A little panicky, making sure that she didn't that he didn't see it, because if she's the only one that knows it's there, and riding a missile saw is basically means more at this time and age than wielding the Darksaber.
Yeah.
Because it's been so many years.
The mythical creature. That's what the story of the first Mandalore is, right?
Yeah.
And the fact that this cult sect of it, and that the way they're still together, they're still banded together, while other sects of Mandalore are not doing the same thing. So it could be it could go either way. I think that there may be some conniving aspect to it, but I also feel like it could be a redeeming factor to her character. And I don't know. We'll see how it plays out.
But
I'm like
you say redeeming character. In my opinion, I don't see Bo-Katan have done anything that needs redemption other than maybe trusting Darth Maul. I mean, but she already redeemed herself from that in the animated series. So the only problem with Bo-Katan is her focus of her need for grandeur, and that's I think that's what's gonna be the problem. That she wants this more than anything, and she's willing to do anything to do it.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I think that's definitely what it is. It's this idea of her wanting something that she feels is hers, and Din fighting this because it's going to be thrusted upon him. It's going to be like, well, you have the Darksaber. You went to Mandalore. You found the mines. You bathed in the waters. You're the person we want to follow. And he's like, I don't really want to do that. I kind of just want to bounty hunt and train Grogu. And because like even at the end of season 2, he was like, here, take it. I don't want this shit.
Yeah.
So I think there's definitely be that conflict between the two of them. It's essentially just Jon Snow and Daenerys. Like that's really what this is.
Yeah,
like,
basically,
I guess I think she resents, but as well as respects him, and that's kind of the conundrum she finds herself in.
Also, too, I don't think she's gonna be the.
That's definitely the respect between them.
Yeah.
That's
yeah. I don't think she's gonna. I think again, like I said, we're gonna see her journey, her hero's journey, and returning back to being that leader of Mandalore. Because again, you're seeing signs of an empire. Even they're pointing out like, yeah, that's too many for a warlord. And then you're seeing all this stuff happen in episode 3, which we'll get to. I think again, this is leading to her character coming forward because he doesn't want to be the leader of Mandalore. He doesn't want that. He just wants.
I don't think the cult is focused on leadership. It's more about family, togetherness, banding. Like,
and that's
the way.
Survival.
Right. The thing is this, from what I remember in the animated series, Mandalore was different sects, and they all had different things, and they all fought against each other quite often, unless it brought them together to fight something else. So, and that's been going on for centuries, way before the Republic came in. They were already fractured. That's why they were easy to be taken over.
Yep.
And when Darth Maul came in, he used that against them all. So she's not going to find that with this particular group of people. They don't follow that, and they are not going to. Mando himself was very adamant about, he's like, I don't give a shit about nothing that you're saying. I'm going to do what I want to do. This is why I'm going to Mandalore. This is why I have to reclaim this honor again. They're their whole belief system is completely different from the other family and sects of the Mandalorian people.
Hugo, yeah,
Mandalorians, the Jedi.
Is it more like Old Republic? Because I feel like Old Republic, there was a lot with the Mandalorians fighting.
Yeah, I mean, Mandalorians were bounty hunters after all, which was seen in the older days as a bad thing.
Yeah,
distasteful. So I think that is where the issue between Jedi and the Mandalorians came, because bounty hunters bad. Let it put the Jedi.
Yeah, the Jedi don't do things for profit. So if the Mandalorians want to do that, I mean, I don't think they were like historical enemies, because there's been a Mandalorian Jedi.
Yeah.
And I think there's some things that they track together. They have certain things that came from the Jedi belief system as well. So I don't think they're enemies historically. I think there are conflicts along the way, but enemies not so much.
It's work related between them.
Mm-hmm. So we get with the episode, he gets his baptism, so I guess it's the opposite of order from the Central Worlds, the chaos of the Outer Rim. I believe so. What do you guys think?
Wait, then I guess it's also.
I guess also the opposite of order from the Central Worlds and the chaos of the Outer Rim.
Yeah.
I guess kind of a little.
I think it depends.
I mean, it depends on which.
Jedi aren't going around being morality police. Like, they're just intervening. Like, if shit goes down.
Yeah.
They didn't really get involved until they were forced to do so after in the Clone Wars. I mean.
So like in the Clone Wars, Anakin, one of Anakin's major jumps to starting to believe that Jedi wasn't his place was that the Jedi wouldn't want to interfere in certain fights, because they didn't feel it was necessary, and it didn't follow their way, so to speak. So they're not forcing order upon people. They are ordered, but they're trying to keep peace. Peacekeepers without wanting to force the peace upon the people.
Yeah.
When we go into episode 3, because episode 2 was about mostly Jin going to the temple,
going to Mandalore,
seeing Grogu use his force powers with these weird alien-looking things. The I think it was
the robot thing.
The robot. What's the one in episode 3 with all the sabers that he's in Clone Wars also?
Oh, Grievous.
Grievous.
Yeah, I thought he was Grievous's cousin or something. That was so weird. I was like, is that Grievous for a second? And then I'm like, no, there's no way. Because there was some the sentient piece of him, the eye or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I like the way they did it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, 100%.
But I did like, again, we got to see Grogu's force powers. We saw this crazy creature. What else went down in episode 2 besides him sinking in the water?
They blew up her spot.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, that happened at the end. At that beginning of this one. Yeah.
Essentially, it was just him getting his
gets
fetch quest.
R5.
He gets his fetch quest for R5. They go to Mandalore, which happened faster than I thought it was going to happen this season.
I mean, there's been a lot of jumps happening already in just these 3 chapters. Like in episode 1, he found his Mandos, he was fighting crocodiles, he was fighting pirates, he was fighting everything already in season 1, in chapter 1.
Somewhere still there. I think we've seen a seed so far. The seed so far of what they're planning for the rest of the season, I think, is coming. Because
it's probably why they
pirates
had to take
definitely
care
is
of
something.
You take care of the Mandalore
but
thing.
The pirates needs to be there because Sabine Wren is gonna be introduced, and the last we heard of her was that she joined PF.
Sabine's in the season?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Spoiler alert. She's been announced as being part of the season. At some point.
Sabine is supposed to be here from Rebels. Yeah, she is.
Yeah,
because they casted her. They said we're gonna. It's supposed to lead up to Ahsoka's show because Sabine is also going to be in Ahsoka's show. And we're getting Ezra because he's been casted.
Yeah, no, I knew we were getting Ezra on the Ahsoka show because essentially she's going to find. I'm looking
forward to seeing Sabine. I want to see what she has with how they do her outfit. I'm looking forward to seeing her.
I hope they keep the cranky robot. That was my favorite from Rebels. I can't remember the robot.
Crunch? Is it? No, wait.
No. Crunk? No.
Anyways, so season 3, yes. I mean, episode 2, Mandalore. You fight the Grievous looking thing. Bo-Katan saves his ass because
sees the missile. And sees the mythosaur,
and then she sees the mythosaur, and then
that's where it ends.
Yeah, like not too much like formal development, but it was just good to kind of see all of that in Mandalore before we bounced in episode 3.
Yeah, Chopper. Yeah, there it is. Here's my favorite. Sassy cranky robot.
A good animated series for real.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think what we've got so far, I mean, the first 2 episodes of Mandalorian this season have been pretty good, but the meat and bones of a lot of stuff that succumbs to happened in season 3 with that huge.
Yes, talking about the new Republic, like that.
Oh, we're jumping episode 3. Hang on. I need to get ready because I got a lot of shit to talk about there.
I think episode gave me a lot of Andor feel. Like we see
absolutely
outside of the galactic stuff. I really like the little seeds that we're seeing to a much bigger storyline that we don't know yet is coming.
I love that you're seeing the current Republic and the way that they're treating these former Empire employees about reprogramming them and everything, and then they have them living on this one block. They're kind of like, are any of these sides really good? Who's running the Republic? Because like at the end of the day, it's like, okay, this guy wants to do stuff that's right for the Republic, but they're like, yeah, no, you're going to be stuck here. It's just really interesting, that dynamic, the way that they show that, and you're seeing it from their story. But he kind of got the ill shaft at the end.
Yeah. No, I mean, look, you watch this episode and you're like, this makes sense why the New Republic blew up in episode 7. And then I saw actually a funny thing where everyone was like, they're gonna rewrite the sequel trilogy, and I'm like, no,
they're not.
No, they're not. This is leading to the First Order and leading to somehow Palpatine.
This is why the Empire came back, and we're seeing those seeds.
Have they forgotten that Palpatine had a cloning system? Well, I wonder where that cloning system came from. Who is that?
Did they just
maybe that's what they've been stealing right now. That was my first thought. That was like, okay, like go help Palpatine, you son of a bitch.
They're loading the seeds for what we got in the sequel trilogy. They're loading the seeds for how the First Order comes to power, because essentially, from the books, from what I understand, from what I was reading online and hearing online, is that the First Order got funded by the central planets.
Yep.
Because they didn't, because after Return of the Jedi, Mon Mothma pulled back all the military and kind of just let it kind of be its own thing, and then eventually got to a point where you had a split government, a split Senate, and ended up funding the First Order, and the First Order blew up the New Republic. So we're seeing that, and we're seeing how they're dealing with it, and we're seeing how they're dealing with these old Imperials, and Homegirl is like a freaking Hydra cell.
Yeah.
Hell, Hydra. Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
So it was definitely interesting. I was kind of like,
I like the way they did it. I like the way that
I liked how they did it. I didn't expect us to be there for that long.
No, I think I found that really brave, considering that, because they in Boba Fett they got shut down for doing the exact same.
Right.
Yeah.
The yellow biscuits.
But this time it worked. I felt it worked because it
with food.
It gave us more questions than answers. It wants us to, okay, what's going on there now? And how's that gonna relate to the rest of the Mando show? Because right now it seems like that whole thing got nothing to do with what's going on with the Mando show, right? But I don't think Filoni would put that in the show unless they're gonna be combined.
I mean, I think,
I got a feeling already why. How they're gonna be combined. But did you see all those interceptors in the end of the third one, right?
Yeah, no, that's what I was gonna say. It's all those.
I noticed a few locos and others have done as well that they came from Grand Admiral Thrawn's fleet and not just pirates.
What if this is all makings of Thrawn?
That's what the belief is that this is a little hint.
I wasn't thinking of that until just now that he said Thrawn, because I just finished episode 3 like 10 minutes ago.
I mean, my
how did the new Thrawn books end? Like the canon books end?
I have no idea. I mean, in Rebels,
I can't remember, but he didn't die. I know that much.
I mean, in Rebels, how it ends off is
the whales take him.
Whales, right? With Ezra, and if we're leading to Ahsoka finding Ezra, looking for Thrawn, this may all piece in because it's all around the same time frame.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Did Thrawn and
Rebels is happening. Rebels is happening.
The way Rebels ended. This is when the way Rebels ended at the point of episode 3. Excuse me, episode 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, episode 3.
I mean, it's in.
Yeah.
So
right now it's the same timeline.
And it's been said before in the books and all that, Thrawn have been fiddling with cloning before.
Yes.
So maybe the cloning stuff is for Thrawn.
It could be. Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe the cloning system, cloning stuff is for, because even though Moff Gideon is in jail right now, they could just clone him and kill the original instead of trying to get him out or get the original out, which seems impossible.
Well, the other question is
maybe the big bad comes with Mando at the end. It's Thrawn, and that's why it leads to Ahsoka.
Yeah,
I mean.
Gotta be good.
I mean, I know for a fact Lars Mikkelsen isn't busy at the moment. He just finished a movie, so.
Who?
You know who he is. He played
Lars Mikkelsen is the one who who's the voice of Thrawn.
Yeah.
And also Mads Mikkelsen's brother.
No, I was gonna say that. So clearly, the way that they came at Bo-Katan's stronghold, they bombed it and everything, and as many fighters that they came out there. This sect definitely views any type of Mandalorian looks like as a threat, and it also could have been something personal because that was a lot.
That wasn't pirates, in my opinion. It seems to.
Well, They concluded it's not pirates because they were like, yeah, this is too much for like an empire warlord or something like that. Because they were like, they usually have a small band of Cyph fighters. This was like a whole brigade, a whole squadron coming after them. And again, they bombed her lair. So this was all laid in waiting for them. Which again leads that this is what's going to tie into possibly like how you're saying, Val, that the whole big bad is this whole thing we're seeing the revamped of remnants of an empire that's going to come back, which leads in problems. So this is the last order coming back and doing what they did.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're like, yo, we're gonna make this personal. We're coming after your ass. Speaking of which, yellow biscuits. Deadass, I had New York City vibes on that train when they showed that whole train scene and you hear the doors and all that. So
I mean, it was interesting to be back in Coruscant. Like,
yeah, I like that.
I mean, I knew we had Coruscant and Andor, but
and an Obi-Wan.
And an Obi-Wan.
But this version, it felt like more of like a Star Wars just because you had the different types of aliens, which I feel like that was the one thing that was really missing in Andor for me, was just like, in the Star Wars universe, you see all these different types of aliens, but again, I'm not going to get into that, but yeah.
Don't get me started. Yep. Don't get me started.
The train door, the MTA, 100%.
You didn't, where Andor was held in jail, you had a bunch of humans. You have to understand how the Empire works and why it works the way it does. You're not going to put a bunch of aliens in the same place, but they're going to put the aliens in the grunt work, working in mines and dirty stuff, hoping that they don't survive.
It wasn't just the prisons. It was like, when you're going to the different cities, when you were on Coruscant and all that, when you were on these different places, you didn't show
a lot of that because it's not who predominantly is there in the places where money is.
I'm just saying that's why
whatever.
It felt different for me. That's all. It hit different. But no, I mean, Mandalorian was Rick mentioned something about the cloning Moff Gideon. Why would they clone him, or why is he so important? He doesn't wield the Force or anything, does he? No, he doesn't wield the Force.
It has nothing to do with the Force. I think the only reason to clone Moff Gideon would be to have a human in power that Thrawn can control, because as the Empire, Palpatine did not respect aliens in any way. And Thrawn was the only one that he gave any type of title to that was not a human genealogy. And he was placed in the Outer Rims because of his geniusness. That's the only reason he earned it. And he was the ideal person.
Moff Gideon is too smart and have too many secrets to just let go for the Empire, for sure.
Yeah.
So I don't think
the last Moffs, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. He's one of the last. Mm-hmm. So, and again, as Vmac said, he's also one of the last humans on that level that can be used. And yeah.
It's because we want Giancarlo Esposito. Let's just be here. We want Giancarlo.
Also, because it's not just because of the cape, it's because of his rank, it's because of his nature, it's because of what he knows, his strategic mindset, and I can go on, but the basic is that he's extremely smart. He knows what he's doing compared to many others of the Empire that's still alive, and he's important.
Depending on when, I'm sorry, I'm just going to respond to Hugo. So if they clone him, clone retains memory, maybe that's the part I'm missing. So depending on when they extracted the information, they can create a clone that has similar memories. As far as like in the books, there was some. Gosh, what's his name? Thrawn utilized a clone of a previous Jedi Master, Sabayoth, and he retained some of the memories up until the point that he died. He doesn't remember anything that when he died, and when they made the clone, he thought he was the original Sabayoth up until he discovered he was actually a clone. So, clones are capable, depending on when they extract the memories and what they put into them, they can create it. So it definitely is a possibility if they clone Moff Gideon. And to gain title of Moff,
Hugo.
Yeah, to gain title of Moff, strategic military tactics, certain things, the title of Moff is no joke.
It's what he's accomplished that makes him important as to being a potential body for cloning.
So we have a lot of potential stuff coming out of this episode 3. We get to see some beautiful visuals because again we get to see Coruscant. We see what's happening. There's this whole program to reprogram former members of the Empire, which they're still calling them, like, I felt it was dehumanizing that they're still calling them by their number, their designation. Even those people who are like, LL33,
demoralizing.
They gotta talk to a robot, okay? Like,
yeah.
They don't even get a real caseworker.
That it's.
Do you know how hard it is to be a caseworker on Coruscant? Tone? Don't be like that. It's tough work, okay? Sometimes a robot is needed.
I guess, but when the robot is assigned to people where they can foment insurrection and they are members
I agree that
of the Empire, and we're trying to rehabilitate them back into society,
That whole group there needed some damn better supervision. That's for sure. I mean, that was the main deck of Moff Gideon's flagship, and there's a robot looking at them and asking how they feel.
But that tells you that can also sow those seeds that of the scent of, like, this is not as green on the other side. I might as well go back to the Empire because they are not treating them like people. It's like, the demoralizing thing. Yeah, you're going to meet this robot instead of a human who can probably gauge you and everything, because the robot's asking the same questions. Then it's like, okay, we even like when the scientist was at work entering the codes, the guy didn't even address him by name. He was addressing him by his designation. The only time he was kind of in the very beginning is when the crowd was addressing him, like, oh, your work and all that. This is and that was the only time it was like, he was treated something. But even then, he kind of felt like he didn't belong. And so,
well, the Empire was always
they look at him as a something interesting to clap at. Like that's what all the aristocrats of Coruscant were looking at him for. It was like, oh, I didn't know, and I couldn't be in the war. Imagine me in the war, and like I don't care who's running as long as I'm getting my money. Like they're looking at him as just like this fun thing, this entertainment. Actually, on Screen Crush, they made a mention that the same auditorium where he was giving his presentation was the same auditorium in episode 3 in the Opera House.
Yeah.
When Anakin talks to Palpatine. So like they were just there for entertainment, to hear some random, and it was like a TED talk for them to listen to some ex-Imperial talk about something and kind of talk about the reason why he is the way he is because of his mother and illness. They're like, oh, whatever. I mean, it just shows that the New Republic, like they're really just they're hammering down how the New Republic just wasn't good and it wasn't a successful government or lack of government.
Just like Andor helped people remember that the Empire wasn't as good either. So I think they're making sure that, hey, both sides were bad.
Yeah, I think it kind of builds a case for both reasons and why people are for the Empire and why they're not. It's like, obviously they see the difference. If it was the Empire leading and they had taken some of the people from the Republic, they would have just killed them. Would they have tried to rehabilitate, reassign, and give them quarters to live and give them jobs? No. So is it really that bad? And then at the same, like, it's just, what it is, but they also show where you're demoralizing their character. You're also taking away their name. They are now just a subject. And how different is it from what they did before? It was the same thing with the clones. The clones were not treated as people. They were a designation. And the people who did treat them as people was Jedis, and Palpatine had them turn against them with the Order 66. So it's just the nature of people.
Yeah. I mean, the basic nature of people, and they... I don't know. I'm interested in seeing if they are going to continue because now there's a rumor. There's more rumor that a new new three-part movie is gonna come, right? Or is it only a one-parter?
No one knows what's going on. We're not gonna get it. Yeah, there's what was it? I think it was what's his face? One person was supposed to get their own movies, but it's set in a different galaxy. Then there was this other stuff.
Ryan Johnson was supposed to get his own trilogy.
Yeah,
that was the plan. Ryan Johnson was going to get his own trilogy. The Game of Thrones guys were supposed to go get their own Star Wars thing, and that fell flat on their faces when they couldn't close the season. And now we're really just getting Star Wars TV shows at this point. Like we're not getting. There's no talk of like formal Star Wars movies.
Are you sure?
Like,
I just heard it from Star Wars Theory like a few days ago, and he's usually bang on the money with stuff.
Well, the other thing too you have to really consider right now is the shakeup at Disney with how they're pushing back a lot of stuff and dropping stuff too. So we don't know how that's going to change up the plans for Lucasfilms, especially since some of the stuff they're trying to trim the fat.
So apparently there was a secret Star Wars movie, but they just lost their screenwriters.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
That was posted an hour ago.
Yeah, well, there you go. I jinxed it.
Yeah, I believe there was 2 in the works, and there was one untitled. They had a plan for another, and then they decided, never mind, they're not going to do either or.
There was Rogue One. Patty Jenkins was supposed to do Rogue One. That fell through.
Oh, that fell through a while ago, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, there was one that was going to be. I forgot the name of it. We had a name for one.
Taika was supposed to do one, but we haven't heard anything about that.
I haven't seen Taika do anything since 4.
Yeah.
He's going. I think he's going back to doing like his more focused TV shows.
The guy needs a break. Let's give him a break. Please.
Yeah,
as long a break as he needs, please. For the rest of for like 10 years, give him a 10-year break, please.
He can go back to doing what we do in the shadows, which is great, and he can go back and doing Our Flag Means Death, which is great. Like he can the quirky comedies that he's really good at. Because Love and Thunder just had too much Taika.
It was supposed to be Rogue Squadron, not Rogue One.
Yeah, Rogue Squadron. Sorry. Yeah, Patty Walker.
Facts.
What's WWDITS?
What we do in the shadows.
What we do in the shadows, and it's fucking amazing.
It is it's hilarious.
Funny. It's so funny. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
is that vampire thing?
Yes.
That the guy, the familiar?
Yes.
It's okay.
Yes, it's very funny.
Sure.
So
did you watch it? Or I've
seen a couple episodes.
You don't.
I only seen the movie. I've not actually seen
you saw the original.
Oh, I didn't know there was a movie.
There's an original movie that Taika did, and then they do the show on FX.
Oh, yeah.
Spin-off. It doesn't like reference the movie.
When I saw they did a series, I was like, maybe I've seen the movie. That should be enough.
Here we go.
Steady. What did I do? Steady. What did I do?
Your disdain for like us telling you that what we do in the shadows is good. And you're like, whatever.
I guess I'm not disdain.
You're there hyping Teen Wolf, like so.
Oh.
Wow, because Teen Wolf is good, whether you like it or not.
Right.
I suddenly feel like this isn't a safe place anymore.
Save us.
Stupid. I'm watching it, but it's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Anyway. It's not stupid. It's a teen show, and again, I watched it live when it came out.
I could deal with
a
whole less of the stupid adolescent making out, man. I don't need that shit anymore.
Okay.
I love how Rick just gave the eyebrow. He's like, "What is this fucking show?"
I know the show. That's why.
Wow. Okay.
So I know the show, Sebastian. That's why I'm so silent.
Anyway,
rolling
it back.
I mean, we've kind of been over the 3 episodes of Mando because yes, it looks like a lot happened, but a lot didn't really happen.
What are you talking about? A lot happened, except we don't know what it's leading to. That's the difference.
Yeah. But it only happened for it only happened so much that we only could talk about it for an hour. So it wasn't enough.
It's enough.
That's my point.
It's enough breadcrumbs to kind of speculate stuff because it's like it's these first 3 episodes, they're like had someone mentioned it before, they're really breezing through stuff, but it's like it's enough that they're leaving enough breadcrumbs. It's fast.
They're making us ask questions instead of giving answers.
Yeah, and I think they're changing.
Which is what I like.
And they're changing the direction of Mandalorian, like of
so
where,
who's the main who's the main villain gonna be?
Thrawn.
Sebastian?
I think Thrawn. It only makes sense to me now that you guys said mentioned.
If you came fucking earlier, you would have caught that. How are we not talking
about Tom possibly having her foundation shaken and thinking maybe the old way is the way? We did talk about that, Steady. You late.
Late.
We talked about it for like
watching on the band.
That was probably the majority.
Yeah, we talked about it. This whole show was about that, and then as soon as we stop, you decide to come on.
No, it's fine. You can stay. Just be in the late cover. You come in here with hot takes saying we don't talk about nothing. It's like, nah, bro, I'm
gonna go back to doing other shit. Nah, Steady, stick around. We need the view.
I'm afraid that Thrawn might not show up. I think that's wishful
I don't
thinking.
think Thrawn's gonna show up.
I think he'll be hinted.
He'll show up. He'll be hinted. I think it's all going to lead to tie into Ahsoka's show.
It's gonna lead up to a final battle between Mando and Bo-Katan, because I do not think Bo-Katan is ever going to accept anything other than her leading the Mandalorians.
But
I don't think I agree with that entirely, because she's had to accept not leading the Mandalorians. Like, at this point, you're not it, boo. They left you more than once. She's already shaken. She's already lost.
No, she's not shaken.
She just saw a mythical creature thought to be extinct.
Right,
she's about to have some.
Right, because she got blessed in the waters again and was told not to remove her helmet anymore. And she's now in the way because this is the way. So what if she's finding spirituality and realizing everything she believed or wanted to believe wasn't really the right way? I'm giving her the benefit of the doubt.
I'm not. I don't think she. Even after she saw what happened with Darth Maul, she still went on with, I can still lead this even though I fucked it up with Maul. So I don't think she's gonna change. I don't think she's gonna change at all.
I think she.
But the thing is.
I think she is going to change. No. It's. I think she's going to change because there's reasons why I feel that they're showing her this stuff, her character, and why you're seeing her these moments. Because like it could have been Mando to see the mythical creature, but it wasn't him. It was Bo-Katan. It could have been him. Yeah. Some type of. It's just like you when she's getting patted by these Mandalorians at the end. The way it's her movements, like her movements are kind of giving away what's going on. You gotta think about it. She was a broken leader, and the way she was leading her people before, look where it led her with no people. So to have to relearn these ways and everything, and how it's like,
What do you mean relearn?
Well, they were divided. That's how
she was never raised in those ways.
But that's the thing. It's like and when they tell the story, the whole thing about Mandalorian fell was that they were always divided. They were a divided people. If they were united, they could have pushed back the Empire, but they were divided, and now this is kind of like their second chance.
Thank you.
Here's how I see it.
Thank you.
She said. Bo-Katan sat in her big high mousy castle, not knowing what to do with her little robot butler.
Oh, he died. He blew up.
Yeah, and then Mando comes around and opens her eyes up that there might be a chance. And then she sees the mythosaur, and the first thing she thinks there is, if I ride the mythosaur, I'll be the leader. Yeah. And then she finds new people that will be able to lead, is how I see it.
Yeah.
In Din Djarin's people. I don't see that she comes into Din Djarin's people and say, "Oh, let's all hug it out and be friends." No, she looks at them at opportunity to get what she wants. That's how I see it.
But she can also now be the catalyst to unite their people.
I'm
it can
looking
go
at it
either way. I can see both ways, but
Mando, Sebastian. Who else than Mando would be doing that? Grogu?
Mando's only there to babysit his kid.
No, Mando's not going to do it. But my whole thing is like, I'm not looking at Bo-Katan.
Mando's going to be forced to
a bad guy or anything. I'm looking at her just literally as just the main antagonist to Din. That's it. That's it. She's still going to be, I think, morality wise, a good person. But she's gonna focus on the things.
Yeah, I mean, her idea of bringing them all together, Mandalorian, is a good idea and a good cause, but the way she decides to go on and do it and say I'll be the leader no matter what, it's not the best way to do it. Is my point. So there will be some fighting between them.
Both good points, Hugo and Steady. Shaking she's badness, wielding the dark saber ever so gently.
Oh yeah.
I mean, here's the thing. I think that it can go both ways. I think she realizes what she's doing hasn't worked.
Yeah.
She's bitter. She's mad. She's like, bro, go. You see, ain't nobody here. Go get them yourself. Like, she's already at a point where she's given up when he's come to her. Now she comes to help. She's not taking the whole spiritual aspect seriously. She never has. But then she sees the mythosaur creature in the waters, comes back, and then she walks into all of these people who are now together, which is something she hasn't seen in some time. Mandalorians all banded together, representing and protecting each other. She's looking at each of them, granted not in their faces, but in the masks or whatever. And it's like, damn, this is what it's like to be together. It could be completely different as opposed to seeing it as an opportunity to take over. She's now being accepted into something outside of just a name. It's now just a brotherhood. So I think I want to give her the benefit of the doubt, but I also see where she could be the antagonist as far as she still wants to desires the dark saber. Maybe it's more of a power struggle within herself from what she's used to, what she's learning. And she may end up resolving that at the end and decide maybe this is the way and needs to recruit more Mandos on her side, I guess.
I don't trust her at all.
You don't have to. I don't trust her, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to give her the benefit of the doubt. But it can go either way. I think
I gave her the benefit of the doubt with Darth Maul. I'm not doing it again.
You know what I don't trust. You know who I don't trust.
Majority of people don't even know that though.
I
know, but I remember. I remember
Mac. Too.
I remember.
You know what I don't trust? I don't trust yellow biscuits. Fuck that shit. Anyway.
What is this yellow biscuit? I've been here all the time talking yellow biscuits. Like, is this something you eat?
That's the food that she gave him in the box and
the
the yellow biscuits.
Yeah, he was like he missed his Girl Scout cookies and she got him some.
And he's like, where do you think I got the yellow biscuits from?
I did not even take them as seriously, and then it's just been out of my mind because they didn't really matter, and now you're here talking about them. I'm like,
at the very end,
that's what she bought him with, and she's obsessed with that. It's the
rivalry. Yeah.
Also, the thing she did was at the very end, she ate the yellow biscuit while he was getting his brain fried.
But before we even get, can we not mention? We got to mention one thing that happened in episode 3, that we got the reverse. It's a trap.
Yeah.
We literally had a person telling a Mon Calamar that it's a trap, and it was funny. It was funny. It worked in really well. I also loved how that scientist looked at him like, "The fuck you said?"
Yeah, there was a distinct reaction when he said it, and it takes you to
General Face Breath.
Wow, why am I not getting his name? Who's the one who screams, "It's a trap"?
Oh, Admiral Akbar.
Thank you. It was not coming to me.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Anyway. Yeah, so
subtleness.
Everybody's thoughts for the season. I mean, I think we kind of figured that, we probably get a big bad.
The best part is of being in Denmark. As soon as I log off here, the next episode is on Disney Plus here in Denmark.
You're welcome, Rick.
You're gonna watch it before everybody. Nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch everything, and I'm gonna jump into Sebastian and tell everything that's gonna happen. And
Rick has been. Goodbye, Rick.
Wow.
Vmac, I know I mean, you sound surprised. I don't think I've hit that at all, especially when it's Sebastian. I mean, have you looked at my montages behind me?
I can't help it. I got a fan club.
Wow.
Anyway, this has been a good episode. I mean, it's probably one of our shortest in a while. Definitely get some more stuff next week. What are we talking about next week? I have no clue.
Mando episode 4.
Episode 4.
And we'll see.
Are we doing Shazam or not?
I'm not going to see Shazam.
I can't. I wouldn't do it now. I'm waiting until it comes out.
We could talk about it when it's on HBO Max.
So what's going on with Shazam right now? There's a lot of drama behind the movie.
I don't want to know the drama.
There's only one reason why I want to watch Shazam.
And a lot of people are right now throwing Dwayne Johnson under the bus. That's all I gotta say. But at the end of the day, the movie is not doing well in the box office.
John Wick 4, please.
Well, apparently, I think the director of Shazam was like blaming WB execs for the reason why it's doing awful in the box office.
Yeah, the other thing too was that there was supposed to be a whole Justice Society.
I would blame WB as well.
There was supposed to be a whole Justice Society cameo to recruit Shazam into the Justice Society, but Dwayne Johnson was against that. He was completely with separating everything from Shazam.
This is why that movie was fucking stupid. If we cannot have Black Adam with Shazam, then we do not deserve to have Black Adam.
Zachary Levy threw him on the bus by sharing a post by someone who was saying that.
Yeah, because I'm sure Zachary Levi would be like, yo, I want to fucking fight Black Adam because I'm Shazam.
Yeah.
Did you just say Zachary Levy?
Shazam is the hero, and in my opinion, it all came down to The Rock having a bit too much of an ego with the whole thing.
Get his ass kicked in a movie.
Yeah, because
do you smell what The Rock is cooking? He's not supposed to get his ass kicked.
I love The Rock. I love Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah,
but I'm not gonna sit here and not say
that
contract thing is ridiculous.
Yeah. It's stupid.
Especially if you are playing the antagonist of a DC superhero.
I get it.
If he was a good guy, then sure, you can't get your ass kicked. But then it's not going to be really. You're never going to grow as a character.
The worst part is that deal came up because him and Vin Diesel had their little scuffle fight in the
Fast series.
I mean, for what it's worth, though, The Rock.
Why didn't he remove it? Why didn't he remove it when it was over? But no, let's just keep it. It's like
has an ego. What? Since when?
Wow.
Forever.
I know.
I could go on forever with it. I'm not going to bore everybody about it, but I was just thinking about it. If they just played ball, played the Shazam villain, because it's kind of like he ended up getting replaced in the Shazam movie with his
Helen Mirren and Lucy Liu.
Well, yeah, but it could have been really kind of like how Tom Hiddleston is really much enjoying getting to play Loki now. He became the villain that you love. That now he's kind of like that character that's morally gray, and it could have worked that way. But we got this huge separation of characters, and
that's why James Gunn told him, "Sit the fuck down."
Yeah. And it was, and also too was Peter Safran.
No, the entire DC world is just
it's upside down.
Over, bro.
It's upside down, and they're letting.
This is why Shazam is failing, and Shazam was good. The first one, I don't know.
The DC universe is the DC cinematic universe is as much in chaos as it always has been.
It's in chaos up until after Flashpoint. Like I will start really judging.
I'm hoping.
People are talking about Flashpoint being the best comic movie ever.
Yeah, I'm hoping Flashpoint is gonna fix it all. I think that's their last real chance to get everything fixed.
I think it'll fix what the stuff that but can they deliver and do it right? I don't think so. I think they're still going to have similar problems, maybe to a different scale, not as bad as, because anything from trash is good, right? So it will be better because it's trash, but it's not going to be great.
I just think it depends on if James Gunn and it's Peter Safran, right? Right, Sebastian?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Right, like if they truly do have Kevin Feige control. Because if they don't, it's going to fail.
I don't think Russell will ever give them that.
They Peter so the credit scene that they filmed in Shazam, Peter Safran was actually helped out with that because it was James Gunn's wife who plays Harcourt, and this guy who plays Akanimos. He got them to come through to film the scene when they pulled the whole Justice Society thing off. So they are in there in that movie for the end credit scene to try to recruit Shazam into the Justice Society. And it's just one of those things that they're trying to do what's right for the characters, because they're like, he put that together really quick because the director needed help with that, since everything was swept under the rug from him when it came down to Dwayne Johnson not signing off on things. And that was a big issue. And I think after Black Adam bombed, they're like, oh, we can't listen to this guy. It bombed. It didn't bring the box office numbers.
They're gonna listen to The Rock because it's The Rock, and he's gonna be like, "Well, the people loved it," because that's all. That's literally what his narrative was for Black Adam, was that the critics hated it, but the people loved it.
Yeah,
like that's literally what we saw. And then I watched that movie. I'm like, this movie is ass. I don't understand why people love it.
Well, the problem is
they
The
just
Rock.
like The Rock. The Rock is this easy to like.
That's
The Rock.
Val, you're 100% right. The Rock is easy to like. I will watch a Dwayne Johnson movie, but then you put him into a superhero movie with an existing universe to build around it, and like at this point, we now need to judge you, the movie, and what else it's gonna bring. Because we're used to superhero movies being, what else are we bringing? What are we connecting? That is how they've. Sure, you shouldn't be judging movies like that, but like that's how we've been, designed to look at comic book movies now. It's literally like, how is this connected to the bigger picture? Who are these other characters we're bringing in? So The Rock does this, and I'm like, bro, you can be a good Black Adam. I'm not going to take that away from him. I think he could be a good Black Adam. I just think the story you were telling of Black Adam was stupid.
It was a story. It was a story. It was a whole story around it because his scenes were phenomenal. Everything else was hot trash. But anyway, we could be on for
phenomenal.
No, his scenes. He was Black Adam.
Phenomenal,
Black
bro.
Adam.
Do you know what phenomenal means?
You're putting
him walking through a wall with phenomenal. That's a stretch.
All right,
phenomenal.
Let's see you do bigger. There's a wall right there. Run.
Anyway.
Right, just walk right through. It's phenomenal.
What the fuck? I don't know, man.
That's a strong word.
I just look. It is. Yes. That's it, Hugo. We're gonna start from The Mummy 2 with the worst CGI.
Oh my gosh! Do you remember The Mummy 2?
Yo, I love me and my wife love
the greatest movie of all the times.
We love those two the two that exist. That third one never happened. The two that exist.
Which one?
The ones with Rachel Weisz, because
No, I don't remember which one. Which one, Tone?
I don't know. Me neither. I'm lost.
What do you mean?
Okay.
Exactly.
The ones with Imhotep. Those are the ones that we're talking about.
Yeah. Anyway.
Imhotep.
Not with Jet Li.
You keep bringing it up, Tony, even though we just agreed that it didn't exist.
Brendan Fraser just won an Academy Award.
Yeah.
No. The Mummy movies. Brendan Fraser.
There was a third Mummy movie?
Yeah, with Jet Li.
Yes.
With Jet Li.
It had Jet Li in it. They got rid of Imhotep. Rachel Weisz was like, fuck this. They recasted his wife, and his son was older.
Really?
Yes.
I never watched it.
It's stupid.
I was confused because I thought the other Mummy was with Tom Cruise. It's something completely different.
Yes, they only made two movies.
They only made two. They only made two. Okay, yeah, two matters, I guess.
Two Brendan Fraser Mummy movies. That's it.
Yep.
They made the Tom Cruise Mummy movie because that's when they were trying to do the Monsterverse. And the Mummy was the first one, and then they were going to do the werewolf and the Dracula, like kind of like the old monster movies.
And that's
it bombed.
It Warner Brothers.
It bombed, and they were just like,
wasn't that bad. I mean, I think because I like Tom Cruise,
and we're not doing this dark universe anymore, and that's how we never got the monster universe that we were supposed to get. We did get we got the Godzilla universe. We got that.
Yeah, we got.
We got that.
Yippee.
There was at least one sort of universe that didn't just fall over and die.
Yeah, that's it. But yeah, no, Brendan Fraser won an Academy Award, so I'd be very happy.
Hell
the Whale?
Did
he win?
Yeah.
Did he win for the Whale?
He won for the Whale.
Yeah, he did.
Mm-hmm.
Hell
I gotta watch that.
Mm-hmm. You know who didn't win though? Angela Bassett. Fucking bullshit.
Yeah, and she was angry. She was pissed. And you know what? People were criticizing her for not being happy for a year, and I'm for a year. Halloween chick.
I can't remember her name.
It's just
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Jamie Lee Curtis. Yeah, she won for what?
She's a Halloween chick.
Yeah.
I mean,
what did she win for? What movie she did? She's in a movie.
She was in Everywhere, Everything, all at once at the same time. Here, there, everywhere. Isn't that what it's called?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't even know she was in there. I haven't seen it. Sorry.
Yes, she was in that.
She's not even in the commercials for that movie.
I mean, that movie swept. That movie completely swept.
It took everything.
Everybody won on that. But yeah, no, Angela Bassett didn't win. I just think like.
Did you see her face? Did you see her face? And then when the fans were like, "She doesn't deserve. She should be happy. She should be happy that the
Angela Bassett has had so many roles.
Angela Bassett has all the right to not be happy in the moment and show it.
I'm about to look up this reaction. I had no idea.
She's not happy. Like it's what like she's not like
she's allowed to show it.
Yeah, no, but she's not like like excessively pissed. But
exactly.
She isn't, like cheering. Like she's like disappointed because
she's allowed to do so, and people were like, "No, that's the wrong reaction." Well, motherfucker, what kind of reaction were you going to say?
How are you supposed to react when you lose?
You waited 30 years for this, and you still lose. Of course, you're going to be sad.
I think it has to do with the fact of the body of work that Angela Bassett has been nominated for, versus Jamie Lee Curtis being boiled down to the Halloween. Although she's great, she has fun in all the things she does.
Yeah.
Give credit there. But Angela Bassett has done so many roles.
Exactly, I'm with you.
Credit was due, and it was like one of those. I didn't think she was gonna win the Oscar for Black Panther. I thought she was gonna get for Black Panther as the IOU, just like how DiCaprio got it for The Revenant when my man should have gotten it for fucking Django. Like that's kind of where like it was. I mean,
The Revenant Oscar. Was fucking good though.
Yeah,
Leo wasn't that good. The Bear was better.
Are you kidding me? With what Leo goes through in that movie, I believe that shit. What? What are you saying right now,
bro?
Yeah.
Tom Hardy was better in that movie.
Yeah,
Tom Hardy was. That movie was just good. And I won't
say that movie wasn't good, but Tom Hardy was much better than Leo in that movie. The Bear was better than Leo, and
I mean, all Leo had to
one for Django.
All Leo had to do for like the half of that movie was lay down and say, "Ow!" Everybody can do that.
Leo was phenomenal.
Yes, that's right. I would use Leo and phenomenal in the same sentence any day. Absolutely. Not The Rock. Andrew's done a lot of work without appropriate rigor. Yeah, I agree. But she did her reaction. I'm looking at it right now. She was smiling.
It was not present at the moment because at that right there at that time, she didn't feel that at all.
I mean, I knew she wasn't going to win because she didn't win the Screen Actor Guild Award because Jamie Lee Curtis won the SAG, and that's usually like the trend. You can follow who wins the SAG, who's going to get the Oscar. And I just think Marvel movies aren't going to get it. And I was telling Jackie this, that the only reason why Heath Ledger got it was because Christopher Nolan directed it was a Christopher Nolan directed film, and because he died. Yeah. Like that's the only reason why. And Joaquin won because it's not even connected to fucking DC. It's literally called The Joker, and he's a sociopath, shitty comedian.
Yeah.
Anyway, we could go off and on about that, but I got to make a hard stop.
Omar's like,
I was like, "You're talking about shit. I want to talk about."
Out of here. Yeah, I don't care. Anyway, moving on.
Moving on. Yes. Anyway, no. Angela Bassett's the one, but anyway, no. It's been a fun episode as always. We talked about Mando. We talked about off the rail stuff, and we will be back next Tuesday, 9 p.m. Right, guys?
9 p.m. Also, so I didn't get a chance to see Dungeons and Dragons on Sunday because I was really tired because it's Saturday. So apparently, though, it's doing really well. I've been watching reviews from like YouTubers who I actually enjoy and like hearing their opinions, and they are enjoying the movie.
I have not heard a bad opinion yet from people that I want to hear opinions.
Exactly, I have not heard a bad opinion yet, and I'm excited to see it.
Oh yeah,
I still
D&D.
I'll be disappointed if in the movie one of the party members doesn't die and the actors show up playing another character. If that doesn't happen, I will be happy.
People are hoping would happen too.
Yeah, if that doesn't happen, I'll get angry.
What was funny that I know Seabass is trying to roll off. I'm like, it's only 10:18. We could go for like another 15 minutes. And besides, I got to watch Ted Lasso later. So,
I mean,
ooh, did you watch the first episode?
Absolutely.
Oh my god, I love it so much. Ted Lasso is such a good show. You guys have to watch.
See, Steady Hand's coming in with the questions.
When are you gonna?
No. She's gonna come up with
Steady. Why you want to throw me under the bus?
She's gonna come up with a bullshit excuse about how she can't get into something because she thinks she's gonna like it. It has already too many things that she's already involved with and put too much time in. Do
you understand how isolating it is to be a nerd?
Okay, no, you can't say that
no more.
Female nerd? No, you can't say that anymore.
Yeah. Okay.
No, you can't.
No.
Yes, I can.
No, that was like a 90s thing. You can't say that now.
Females aren't into the females I know.
Okay.
Let me fix that.
There we go.
So I also have other interests, right? And for me to commit into another thing that would make me just as isolated, I don't think I'm ready to do that.
Here we go. You're Steady with the hot take.
Get new female friends there.
Yo, mind your bees.
So are you saying like your girls don't care about it, or you can't even bring it up in conversation? Because it'd be like,
I don't talk about this shit, my nerd shit with them at all. I can't. I talk with you guys about it. That's my best part of because I can't talk to my friends about the stuff that I like. I have to listen to the stuff.
So we're basically your nerdy girlfriends, is what you're saying?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, it's pretty much it. Yeah, exactly.
I should have gotten myself a Simosa then.
Need a strong female nerd more wants to come out of the woodworks. I mean, if they would listen. They don't understand how good it is, but whatever. You know,
They don't.
Yeah.
They do not.
Girls
they do
like
not.
weird stuff. Like girls like really.
So your girls you do TV with they know all the stuff you talk about here?
TV. Oh, they know all the stuff I like because I refuse to watch the stuff they like. And I was like, I don't sit here trying to get you to watch my animes. So do not bother me with your stupid ass reality shows. I don't give a fuck. Seriously.
Oh man.
It's funny.
Here comes George. I don't know, man. I guess he has a bedtime. I don't know.
No, I gotta walk
Seabass is over our conversation. He doesn't give two shits.
What is up? What is up, George?
George.
We gave a quick shout out to you to say congratulations for you and your fiancé.
Yep, congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations.
Well, I mean, I gotta go walk the dog. The dog.
Oh my god, she can wait. It's a dog.
Oh my god.
It's a dog.
She is the fur baby.
Mine's upstairs.
Train your dog like Tone has trained his. His dogs bring him drinks.
No, my dog, I can open the front door. He goes, pisses, and comes right back.
That's not my dog. Not my dog.
Like literally, it'll be like 2:00 in the morning. Like, all right, you gotta go, and I let him out, and I wait because it's cold, and I'm not taking my ass out there, and then he comes back in. It's great.
I don't know that life.
So George, so I saved you on this because you were out on Saturday and you were telling me what's going on. Seabass, can you pull up that picture really quick?
I got you.
So George, you know we had Lu's thing that was supposed to happen, and I had a feeling you weren't going to show up for whatever good or bad reason, and I was like, I was ready. I was fucking ready for it. And what I was gonna do when you didn't show up was, I needed this picture. We were gonna have the picture up.
Thanks, Seabass.
Yeah, come on, Sebastian.
Come on. And we were. Oh my god, we were gonna superimpose you here with your Jets cap on and be like, yo, George met up with us. And we finally got to meet him in person. But you're out celebrating your fiance's birthday, and that's amazing. So it didn't happen. But I wanted to make sure that you knew about it.
I mean, I can Photoshop him in if you guys want.
No,
we can. We can, though.
It's all good. No. He's there waiting for fucking oh my god, what's his name? Damn. I forgot that quarterback's name from the Packers. Aaron Rodgers. He's waiting for Aaron Rodgers to become a Jet. That's what he's doing.
Fucking Jet.
Good luck with that.
We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, how old is he?
He's in his 30s.
Exactly.
He's in his 30s. He's in his 30s, and they wasted their second pick on a quarterback who sleeps with MILFs. So, you know.
What's wrong with sleeping with MILFs?
I mean, nothing, but that's all we know about him. That's all he's good at, apparently.
What's wrong with only being good at that?
Well, not when you get paid millions to be a quarterback. Yeah.
When you get paid millions to be a quarterback.
Okay.
Yes, fair. That's fair, the complete opposite of phenomenal.
Facts. Oh my God, you guys are the worst.
Oh man.
Alrighty, Seabass, go ahead. I know you were
walk my dog. I gotta go walk my dog.
Go ahead.
So this has been another beautiful episode.
Wait.
Go ahead.
You have to thank our guests for joining.
Yeah, thank you guests for joining.
Well, Rick. Okay, bye, Rick.
Wow. That was so rude.
It's up to that perfect. No, Rick, thank you for joining us
for
2
o'clock in the morning.
Thank you again, brother.
And always geeking out of Star Wars. You gotta come back again for the season finale.
It was always great being here with you, Vmac and Tone.
When you ever plan on coming stateside?
I've been stateside a few times.
When was the last time?
3 years ago.
Pre-pandemic, but the before time.
Yeah, the good time, the good times.
The before
times, yes.
The good old days, yeah.
The good old days.
When the world was different.
When rent wasn't so fucking high.
I'm currently working with a few people on some comic stuff, so maybe when that's up, I will come and join some cons and stuff like that.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, awesome. Come see you and all that, Rick.
It was awesome being seen, Hugo.
So Rick, again, thank you again, brother, for coming on. Definitely, welcome. Guys. Rick's been working on some projects, so when he gets us some links and everything, when it's out, we'll definitely share it with you guys, so you can definitely give Rick that support and everything. A great master artist right there, as you can see. Also, too great with the collages back there. But no, thank you again for coming on, Rick. We know you're up across the pond, and you always be a good friend of the show. So, guys, you will see Rick come back when we're talking that Mando season finale. But
yes, sir.
Always been a fun episode. I'm sorry to have to rush, but the dog got to go pee. But this has been your boy Sebastian.
Oh shit! Your boy Law is across the pond.
Yep.
And your boy Tone from across the hall is here.
And of course, last but not least, Vmac. You guys have a great night. See you next week. Same time as always. You already know.
Later. Peace. 1, 2, 3. Beanie music.